Wonder Wyvern isn't really capable of running position 2 anymore. It feels like way too nerf for that.
It takes too long to come online, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to get ran over by Zoo.
Yeah, people do it every so often, but it's not great. All right, next 2 picks coming out here on the side of Gringos. I wouldn't hate to see a Silencer pick up. Viper wouldn't be...
Dude, Viper seems...
good.
It's like, the thing is like Viper's kind of reactionary, though. You do want to pick it if you see another hero besides the Tidehunter to break. But it's never awful. Right now, you got to definitely find some floor. I think you're just going to pick your 3-4 right here. And that way you just like have a decently strong off lane because you know that the support is going to be Wyvern, so you can just pick something that plays pretty aggressively in that lane. Bring back the Pudge Venge. I want to see it.
All right. I don't think they'll pick up Pudge Venge. Actually, Vengeful Spirit doesn't seem awful. I think that you rely a lot on Sven if you end up picking up a Vengeful Spirit here, which is a little bit annoying.
Nah, they need to get backline. There it is. Sand King and the Skywrath. There it is, the 3-4. I mean, this is a sick Skywrath pick too.
You like this hero?
I think this hero is really good.
Well, I mean, I guess you're entitled to having the wrong opinion.
Dude, this hero got like a sick buff in the last patch.
Yeah, but he's got chicken feet.
So?
Look at him. He looks ridiculous.
Neph. You can't say stuff like that. That's...
I told you, dog. I told you about that Medusa pick.
Yeah, it's a decent Medusa pick here. Good in lane against the Sand King and the Skywrath Mage. Like, it can sit pretty far back. The only real kill threat they would have would be on the Wyvern if he's out of position, and that's just going to be like from Skywrath hitting him with a concussive and running him down. So this offlane Sand King feels less strong, but you should still be able to farm pretty well. I don't think he's going to be pushed out of lane too much. You just don't get to play as aggressive now.
All right, let's see. Last 2 bans coming out on each side. I imagine...
We're looking for mid laners. We need mid lane heroes. We're going to see the Storm Spirit. We're going to see the Invoker. We're going to see...
picked up or banned out?
Banned, for sure. Infinity's banning Invoker, for sure, here. There's no way I think we're going to see Storm Spirit Invoker bans on the side of Infinity. We're going to see Puck removed from Gringos. There's the Invoker.
All right. Yeah, get rid of... I mean, I don't think you want to pick up Storm here. I think you want to get rid of maybe Void Spirit on for Gringos. You end up getting a little bit of a buff. He feels a bit stronger right now. It's a decent backline jump.
They could ban out the Viper and go for TA again.
10 seconds.
On Gringos?
Yeah, they could ban out the Viper.
5 seconds remain.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what Infinity pick up here. You need something that can jump the Omni Knight. Right now, you don't have any heroes that can do that. Puck would have been one of them. But yeah, getting on the back line.
They banned Death Prophet. Interesting. There's gonna be a Storm ban.
Yeah, makes sense. The Death Prophet ban doesn't make too much sense to me. I mean, you might just be able to run down towers as the game goes on, something you'd be worried about. But yeah, you do need... I think the number 1 priority right now for Infinity is something they can on top of the Omni Knight in these team fights. I would like to see a Silencer pick up earlier, but they took Winter Wyvern instead. I think Medusa is very good, but something with jump for the backline at this point. Void Spirit being a priority pick. Storm Spirit isn't something I think that Infinity should take in against the Skywrath Mage.
You need a stun, man. There it is. Pangolier. And that's a pretty safe pick. Not really countered by a lot of options in the mid lane. You could go for like an Ember Spirit here, which isn't bad, but
I'm not sure you're actually able to blow up these heroes with an Ember Spirit, though. You're playing against 3 strength heroes and Pangolier, who's pretty tanky.
It's mostly to find, yeah, it's mostly for Skywrath and Omni, but you're right. There's not a lot of...
Even Omni.
Yeah, it's not easy to get the Omni. You can kind of just bait the Heavenly Grace and then jump the backline. That's like pretty much what you've got. But you need something that can go in with the Tidehunter. And I think that's what they're kind of lacking right now. They don't have real direct follow-up to Ravage. The real question is, what can you bring from the mid lane that can do that, but also doesn't really lose to the Pangolier? You think Void Spirit?
The only thing that comes to mind. They take the Ember, though. You were right. I mean, it needed to be something with jump, but I don't think that the Ember Spirit is going to be able to do enough to Omninite unless he just completely pops off in the mid lane.
He's
This
got
is
a
going
lot
to
of
be a little
magic
bit rough.
damage. You do a lot of magic damage on this hero. And it's a good
Yeah, but-
vessel game, potentially.
Yeah, but do you do enough to take down Omninite?
Who knows, man? That hero's busted. They get Sven Omni. I mean, 4G's got to be pretty happy about this. Mariano's Tidehunter, quite strong. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, game 2 in our second series, once again, I mean, it's a pretty even draft, I'd say. The Medusa is a big question mark for me.
I think Medusa's good. The biggest question mark for me is the Ember Spirit. PP is a Ember Spirit god. I will tell you that much. The man is very good at video games. And when underneath the tutelage of Mariano, the world is their oyster, this game. But I bet 10,000 channel points on Infinity last game and I lost.
Wow. That
So
is...
do I put another 10,000 channel points on the line here? Or do I, just kind of accept my losses today?
I mean, are you in the hole, or are you net positive?
I'm net positive.
Yeah,
Slightly.
All in, butter. Go for it.
All in. Everything now. I think I call it today. I'll have to check my horoscope later.
I'm sorry, did you see that Grandmaster Mirana?
I did.
That is a lot of Mirana games, jeez.
That's someone who's watched the Dota 2 anime, for sure.
Meow.
You're a big anime guy, right, Ricky?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been watching a lot more lately. Also, the fact that her level 30 chat line is Meow makes me almost want to get it.
You were expecting.
Do you like cat girls, Ricky?
What? No, oh my god, no. It's just really funny. It's really funny, Neff. Come on.
I'm sure that's the reason.
Shout out to Ibuki from Danganronpa for also saying meow all the time. That's the only reason.
I hope your parents tune into the stream.
They don't know any of the words I just said. It's fine. They're like, "Yup, that's totally normal, I'm sure."
Yeah, Buki's my favorite Japanese food.
30 seconds and counting.
All right. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to see a rune fight. I'm blown up. Probably just going to toss arrows out onto the creep. Mariano's probably going to be inside the lane by himself. Burner sitting in the bottom lane down here. I'm most interested in how this mid lane's going to go. One of the major changes inside this patch was the flame guard being reworked at the earlier levels.
Yeah.
Now blocks 110 damage at level 1 versus the 80 that it did before. So a lot of the time before, it wouldn't have enough damage block to be able to survive through a lot of level 1 spells, like Shield Crash, for example,
which does
90 damage at level 1.
Yep.
Yep. So your Flame Guard will persist through level 1 Shield Crash. So it allows you to trade favorably with the Pangolier here.
Good body blocks from both of them.
Yeah.
It's so funny watching the body blocks. And Flame Guard right away, and like we said, does not get popped there by the Shield Crash. It will reduce some of the damage taken by kits, but it's going to push in this creep wave, giving the Ember Spirit level 1 advantage.
Yep, and secures him the first couple of creeps as well. So he ends up getting 3 under his belt here. Ooh, does decent last hits into the tower here. Not easy to do. Well played, kits. DX has the advantage of the first wave. Meanwhile, up in the top lane here, DNM, he's going to get zoned back by Mariano at the start of this one. I mean, these anchor smashes are a lot to deal with, and range creeps are going to get secured here by Pamplona.
Yeah, and Pamplona is doing a really good job of just constantly right-clicking this Omni Knight anytime he sees him. So he's just going to make sure to be applying a lot of pressure, and I think going for a pull there, and we'll come back to that in a moment. Bottom lane, Sexy Yoga has taken a lot of harassment from Giant so far on this Skywrath, which he did go the concussive shot 1, which is typically what I see. Not quite level 2 though, so it does need to be careful.
Yeah, Giant, he still has a lot of mana left. He's going to be fine here. Right, what else we got going on? Pamplona's making a movement towards the mid lane. Looks like he may be trying to set up an arrow. If he can get one off into kits, I don't think you'd be able to bring him down. He's sitting at full HP, unfortunately, but
He just wants to secure the rune, right?
Yeah.
We'll probably see PP like try and fight for the bottom rune, and then yeah, Pamplona going for the top one.
Yeah, just gets his bottle just now. Kits might just beat him to it though, unfortunately.
Yep, he will indeed. Oh, nice movement by the Pango. He knew he was gonna try and slight steal it, and Kits actually pushed him off long enough to get his bottle delivered, so he's gonna get the full refill as well. Really smart plays there.
Marana's not going to get anything out of the mid, or as far as arrows being thrown out either, unfortunately. And he scouts it out because they're going to observe in a pretty nice place when given that they're playing against Marana. So be able to see any sort of ganks coming.
Yeah,
Nice.
PP just does not care about Pango. he just flame guards the wave down and just walks back.
A wyvern's breath.
PP getting some pretty heavy harass right now. Looks like he might... Nah, doesn't have flame guard up. Can't turn it around, unfortunately. He's going for over corrosion at the earlier levels here, so he's looking to be pretty active on the map. And you gotta be if your hard carry is Medusa. She's gonna need a lot of time to come online.
Yeah, I actually see this a lot, the Orbital Corrosion on the Ember Spirit. It's just, it amps so much damage times coming out from the Slide of Fizz, especially once you get level 4, allowing you to just crush supports as soon as you start rotating. So, makes a lot of sense. I'm a big fan of that build, personally.
Over up here on the top lane, Pamplona actually opted to arrow the small camp there and try to clear it up as quickly as possible so they weren't able to
Like
deny any of the
reset?
creep wave. Yeah, from Mariano.
He is just getting free experience. He is chilling.
Yeah. A lot of the time, the position 5, it just ends up being like a warding, like a ward block war between the position 4 and the 5. And a lot of time, the 5 is able to win. That's why Omni Knight, even though he's incredibly weak in lane, he sort of fits the meta at the moment. You don't really need to do that much in the lane as far as clicking your opponents back if you're stopping them from controlling these 2 creep camps. I think Jenkins made a video on it recently. At least that's what Mr. Coast told me.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. I did it, and he said, he immediately said, "Have you been watching the Jenkins videos?" I said, "Jenkins teaches this stuff for free? What?
Wait, what?
I've been doing it wrong."
Stack's being scouted by the Wyvern right now. Gonna block that Ancient Camp. And Giant, I mean, he might go for it. Just popping that raindrop. What are you chuckling at over there, Neff? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Just the meow comment has now finally hit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
All right, level 6 now finally on the Ember Spear is hit around the same time as the Pango, so potentially look for some kills with this one. Doesn't actually end up getting that Orb of Corrosion just yet. Instead, looks like he's doing Fade Boots. I mean, you're going to do extra damage with each Sleight of Fist that you end up dropping here, so makes sense. Valkyrie getting gone on.
Yeah, he's really
He just
deep right
sandstorm,
now. They don't have detection yet, so he's actually fine. Gets the Burrow Strike, holding the Winter Wyvern off on the side of the fight, and they managed to turn this around. That's going to be first blood going the way of Giant on the Skywrath Mage.
Yep. Valkyrie was actually fine that entire time. He was trying to bait them out as far away from the tower as he could, so Giant could turn that one around for them.
Yeah, that was really sick.
Yep. Now, mid lane, Mariano. He's looking to make a play with this Ravage that he's got, and Pamplona coming with him. So,
Oh,
Arrows
Rolling
gonna
Thunder
come
is going to
out.
catch Ember. They're just going to walk into their triangle and say, my stacks, actually. Sorry. The question is, can they bring down Giant? He's got 0 armor. I mean, less than 0. Arrow does connect, but Pamplona does not want to continue. And Valky knows. He's like, I have to take these stacks now, or they're just going to go the way of the Tidehunter, and the damage, it's actually coming out the other way. He gets the Ravage, he gets the kill. In comes TNM, God Strength, drop, nice play there from Sexy Yoga, able to keep him alive, but should be able to finish this kill at the end of the day. They have Kits rotating in as well. 2 falling on the side of Infinity. They're going to get punished heavily. Question is PP going to be able to find anything now as well? coming into their triangle. Flame Guard down, but doing so much work with this level 4 Sleight of Fist.
And the Arcane Rune.
And here comes Valkyrie, though. If he gets Burrow Strike, all right, he's able to get away, but they get Pamplona on the backside.
Yeah. Nice try, but unfortunately it's only level 2 Burrow Strike.
Yeah, they're just pushing him out. Oh my goodness, they almost got him. They did get him.
They did get him. What can you do? Flame Guard wasn't quite up off of cooldown. It was like a fraction of a second. At the very least, he got a TP and he should be able to jump back to lane with the Remnant. But DNM is going to now clear out these stacks regardless.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge for the Sven. We can take a look at net worth now eclipsing the top just over that Medusa. Burna just gonna rush that Yasha, just kind of go that standard build that we see a lot of times, either the SNY or the Manta. Surprised he hasn't opted to go for a Dragonlance though. No, they're gonna see. Okay, I was like, there's no way he commits Epi here, right?
He should have.
I don't know if they would have the damage. Giant was not close enough.
He could have hit him with a concussive shot. He would have been so slow.
Yeah, maybe. 1 point in the mana shield him actually might have been enough. The river here, PP trying to get on top of Giant, but Kit's gonna force him off, looks like, so he's gonna be fine. Bottom lane once again, another Burrow Strike, hitting Burna. He's just being a nuisance here on the Sand King. Oh, he's got 20 wands. I was like, why is he doing this?
He's basically back up to full now.
Yeah. Kits, no Rolling Thunder and no Swashbuckle for a second. Needs to get away from this Ember Spirit, and he does. Nice juke there. Another Remnant comes through, though. That Flame Guard and one more Sleight of Fist will be able to finish the kill. And now Valkyrie might be in trouble. Arrow strikes away from the other side of the tree line, and Giant not going to take that Splinter Blast on over. So he's going to be fine. But you find a big kill there on the Kits in the mid. Top lane, what do we got here? DNM. Just farming. He's just going back to hitting creeps. Mariano on the Tidehunter quite farmed as well, though.
Yeah, I think he's near the top of the net worth as well, sitting at 3,600 gold. So, ahead of the Pangolier, in fact. So, even though Sven is sitting at the top, which is what you'd kind of expect, he is going to be able to farm fast and produce some more movement speed. Cleave ends up doing more damage than Split Shot as well.
It's this Sand King who's really struggling, though.
Yeah. I mean, he needs a Blink Dagger. It's his job to set up these kills. You mentioned that they need somebody to jump the back line in this game, and right now they don't have anybody who's able to do so. So Valkyrie has to set up all these kills essentially. Like they've decent kill potential once he does have Blink Dagger. Like Kits is going to be able to follow up with Rolling Thunder, and Scath Mage is going to be able to follow up by dropping like Mystic Flare on people. But I actually managed to find a kill on the Mariano. Ended up diving a little bit too far there.
Yeah, that is an interesting one. And he committed Ravage for this too. Wow, okay.
I was not looking at that one. I didn't think he would make a play like that. I don't think Giant would make a play like this one either. Bye, Giant.
Yeah, he's out, right? He's totally safe.
Bye, Giant.
He doesn't have any mana left here on the Ember Spirit, and with Kits' rotation over, he might be able to get this kill. Sexy Yogi, not too far off.
You know what Giant's idea of a good time is?
Huh.
He likes pinging me on various servers in his spare time.
Sounds like a Chad.
Absolutely not.
Nice play bottom lane. God Strength used to take down Mariano back to back, which really is going to slow down his game. No way to TP back out either, so that's going to be really rough. They'll be able to take down the tower here. With this catapult, should make easy work of that tier 1, and that's going to be the first tower to fall this game. It's actually 11 minutes in, which is quite surprising.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Hopefully the opportunity to take the mid tower too before long. I mean, tripling God Strength for this one, definitely worth it. And what do you think he's going to grab as his first item here on Sven? Think he'll go for Blink Dagger?
Yeah,
he's got it.
It's actually way too good of a blink game.
Yeah, he just queued it up. So, I guess looking to follow up with that Sand King, who's still pretty far away from his. Like you said, this guy's struggling pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's about to get passed by both of the fort positions, so not a good start. The good news is Sand King is still Sand King, and with like 4 points in Sandstorm, you just like plant yourself in front of a tower, and it's very hard to punish this hero. You have to commit a lot of resources.
Yeah, you're still providing like great disable and team fight with Burrow Strike. You still do a lot of match damage.
Oh, he sees the whole team coming. The dust actually doesn't connect. He was on the other side of the tree line. Has Burrow Strike. He's just going to commit the epi, turn it around, potentially taking down the Winter Wyvern. What a play by Sand King. Oh yeah, and the tip. I saw him pause his movement for a moment. I was like, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
This is such a sick ward on the backside here that saw this whole rotation and end up TPing 2 heroes here to respawn. They find Kits in the jungle, and I think Swashbuckle. No, they're just gonna commit the Rolling Thunder right away. Turn back around, maybe try and find this Ember, but these Sleight of Fists and the auto attacks are quite a bit. Swashbuckles to the low ground. Can he actually find him is the question. Doesn't look like he will.
Oh, the dodge!
What a dodge. Gonna get silenced up there, and a lucky shot proc with the rest of the team. I don't think you're making it out of here, Ember. They get punished once again here on Infinity.
Yeah, a little bit too hungry for Kits there. I mean, you see someone barely escape with any HP on Ember Spirit. It's like you're due to go for them, but he slowed up too much from that initial concussive shot. His Fire Remnant wasn't coming out fast enough. He ends up getting punished for that one as well. Before he ends up getting his Maelstrom even, so he could be coming online kind of slow on the Ember Spirit this game as well. He's fallen to the 3rd position in net worth on his team, 4th overall in the game. And he's not catching up until he gets that one done, especially with only 2 points in the Flame Guard.
Yeah. Honestly, giant 4-point concussive shot build is pretty funny. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. They actually buffed the earlier points of Arcane Bolt, but I guess just the slow. Actually, it's surprising to see him max this one out, given the fact they improved like.
I mean, it's just the first level, mostly on Arcane, right? But the damage and the cooldown is what makes it so good, I think.
No, but the slow's 40% at all levels of concussive shot now, so it's not as worth it to max it out as it was before.
Oh, Skywrath is going to eat a lot of spells there. DD gets popped even on this Ember Spirit, and Kits is going to just roly-poly the other way.
Sahid said he wants no part of that one. Seen him win for the Sanj before going back for the Blink Dagger afterwards. I'd probably disassemble this Echo Saber into a BKB as this game goes on.
Honestly, he might keep it. It's a really good Echo game. It's fantastic against the Tidehunter. Allows you to help. It really helps like stick on top of the hero. You lose the mid tier 1.
That would be surprising to me if you did. You do need a BKB this game to go with the Ember Spirit. I mean, he's probably going to go the +1 searing change duration. You don't want to be stuck in place for like 4 seconds.
Dude, I accidentally picked the... Whoa. Where did that happen?
On Triangle.
Oh.
He tried to TP out from up there, and he ended up getting stone gazed by the Medusa.
I accidentally picked the +1 searing chains target talent once. That was a mistake. Sometimes you just press the wrong talent button and you're like, oh, my game's griefed.
That's a new one, right? It used to be spell damage?
I don't know. It's still not. It's just so bad.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. That used to be spell damage, right? I'm not crazy. I played a ton of Ember.
I feel like I've played a decent chunk of Ember. I just don't remember.
Yeah, but it's because you're old. I'm young.
I am. I'm almost halfway through my life, dude.
Yeah, it was 8% spell damage. Halfway through, you're not even 30.
Yeah, I know.
You're not gonna live till like 60.
Oh, bottom side God Strength comes out. Wyvern goes down. PP in the mid lane. Big Ravage, though, catches Pangolier. They focus him. No problem at all. Now Giant in some trouble trying to hobble away. Pops that Pig's pull. Activate Pig mode. Quite strong. DNM with the blink. Has the Stomp or the Storm Hammer available. And Valkyrie as well. Burrow Strike catches 2. Can they get in? Can they actually find these kills? They're just going to focus down the Mirana. The blink forward from DNM to cleave. The damage is there, but they get the Stone Gaze and will back off.
I'm not sure they should have backed there, to be honest.
VP's got an invis. He's looking for a slight change target. They're going to get the D ward. Valkyrie in trouble. Don't have detection here on these two heroes, so he's gonna be fine inside of a sandstorm and returns with a burrow strike. There's the damage. They blow him up. The Skywrath Mage doing a lot of work there. And now Burna needs to be careful here. He cannot stick around any longer on this Medusa.
I think that was just before the God Strength wore off as well. Sven ended up getting 3 hits and ended up doing 650 physical damage to the Ember Spirit.
They still have the epi. They're ready to go. They want to look the backs. Ooh, if they get the vision, that would have been huge, finding those 3 heroes in that little cubby there. But hits.
Hero ends up connecting, but
stun on the backside, holding the Tidehunter in place. Valky goes in. The epi doing a lot of work, but holding the burrow strike for now. They want to tunnel down this Medusa. Instead, they're going to catch the Winter Wyvern, trying to prevent that Winter's Curse. Medusa with nothing left. There's the Winter's Curse, comes out. Only really catching the Pango. They trade 1 for 1, but in comes PP on this Ember Spirit, holding in place. Can they take down Pango? He's still got that GA available. He's going to have to use it, but he doesn't get the opportunity. And now DNM, God Strength is back, baby. He wants to go in. Valkyrie doing a lot of damage on the backside. There comes the Stormhammer. Great Force Staff trying to save him, but a Burrow Strike comes through, and he just gets chopped. Pamploma unable to escape either. Double kill for the Sven.
Medusa wasting that Stone Gaze at the end of that team fight as well, and they couldn't end up getting the kiting off onto the Sven there. I mean, doesn't have his BKB yet. I feel like that needs to be their main focus here, is get as many solos off on him as you can, kite him around the team fight. That's where all the damage is coming out from as well. Everybody else just seems like a nuisance.
Valkyrie has so little net worth, but is doing so much work in these fights. Like, his Sandstorm in those trees prevented the Medusa from ever being able to come join the fight, because she started the fight at low mana, and she's just constantly losing more and more. And then he just hits such a clutch burrow strike as well. He is just having a great game.
Yeah. It takes a super long time for them to bring down this Omni Knight as well. I mean, they ended up chasing him super far. This is one of the concerns I had with the Ember Spirit. No silence on the hero. He doesn't really build any silences. He does a decent amount of damage, but against all these strength heroes, he can't blow them up fast enough.
There's no way he's actually going Midas, right?
No, I'm sure he's memeing. He's not actually going Midas. He's probably going BKB.
Let's say, I don't think I've ever seen an Ember Midas.
No, that would be game losing. So yeah, I'm gonna look away from that right now, so I don't bait myself.
Bottom lane, Sexy Yoge drops a ward and sees the Sand King on the side. See ya. Nope. Hiding into the tree. That's a hard nope from me, sir. They're looking for him. There it is. The Blink Sand Strike, or whatever. Sand Strike. That's not right. That's the combination of Sandstorm and Burrow Strike, of course. New ability. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Comes with its shard. Pig mode activated. Running away.
Yeah. The back up off of this one. Only losing position 5 isn't too bad. Somebody needs to go down to the bottom lane and farm this one out.
Skywrath Mage is actually pretty sick with a pig pull, because he's got such high base movement speed already, and with Tranquils, he just zips around at 450 MS.
Yeah, he gets a lot from it. Burna's only sitting at half mana up in the top lane here. They could kill him. Yeah, he shows he's just dead.
He popped the Manta. They're going. Yeah, they get found, and Epi's gonna be there. He doesn't have the mana for the Stone Gaze, but they don't even need it.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that was a quick response to try and just TP right away, but the damage from this Skywrath Mage, man. Great commitment on the epicenter. They actually smoke up here on the side of Infinity, knowing that the epi is down, maybe trying to go for a kill of their own. They do see kits, but Ace Rune just expires. Has to be careful. He gets the shield crash off, reducing so much damage, and he's able to leave. And now they're gonna turn around. Burrow Strike catches Tidehunter, and he's stuck inside the Sandstorm. Body blocks in from Valkyrie. Kit's trying to rejoin the fight, but kind of just playing some ping pong, and then cliffs himself. He's having a good time. He's really feeling himself right now. He just wanted to get the D ward.
Yeah, that's your damage reduction per hero.
It's 14% per hero.
Yeah.
Oh, 18% per hero. Yeah, and he hit 3 heroes, so that's a lot of damage reduction.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same amount that it was before. It was just rescaled at early levels to be a little bit higher earlier on, but ended up being 54% damage reduction he had there, so you weren't getting through that.
That's like an entire health bar worth of damage that he soaked.
Ember Spirit does have the BKB that we talked about queued up. I mean, it's massive amounts of magical damage coming in from this enemy team, and a lot of time you're going to be able to predict these stuns coming out. It's from the Pangolier. You can see the shield crash coming. You can see the Storm Bolt coming from the Sven.
Ooh, they found PP top lane. Oh, he almost goes down to the mana burn, but able to just pop that wand and leave.
Just barely.
That was so close. Oh, I mean, that was inevitable. He pings these like, guys, they have a ward there, by the way. DNM just culling his enemies one by
You
one.
were expecting sandy claws.
DD Rune scouted here. Burn and Burn is going to grab that one for sure.
10-0 and 1. Or 0 and 3.
Like I said, DNM Sven, I don't think he's lost on it so far in the tournament.
Under attack.
Even better when it's paired up with the Omni Knight. I'm a little bit surprised they even gave this one up.
And they respect the IO ban more. I mean, I will say Sven, they play Sven IO much better than they play Sven Omni, but apparently that variance is not that much. DNM's gonna walk right up, pop this smoke, and be like, oh, what's up, dude? Not afraid at all.
He should be.
Still has the BKB and the Aegis. Gonna get caught by an arrow. Aegis gonna come through. Question is, can they do anything else here? Valkyrie going up onto the high ground, gets caught. There's gonna be the Ravage. They're gonna just focus on the Sand King and back out, it seems.
I'm a little bit surprised Mariano didn't blink forward before he used that Ravage as he came back. His Sven came back up and the Sand King was out of position there. I thought they were going to go for more after that team fight, but I think you are. It is like 8-20 at the moment. I think you can play.
Oh, Ember is dead. That is an ATOS reveal there, and he is not going to escape. Kids tanks the arrow, now looking to get on top of. Oh my god, the Wyvern, dude! Berna trying to get the Stone Gaze, but the chain stuns are just there. Now he's out of mana. Can't escape the Sven. This man, he's a fiend. The silence out onto the Ember. This might be a dieback. He's got him. A triple kill for DNF. Give this man a rampage, please. There's the Ultra. He deserves it. Mariano on the run. Can you escape death? That is the question. He's going to go for the TP. Do they find him? He will not. He finally makes it out, but DNM, 5,700 damage.
Yeah, he does. Wait, how much is that? 750 or 700 per hit?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, about 700 damage per hit. Very cool. I mean, it's reduced by armor, sure, but not by that much.
Now, I mean, yeah, you don't have a lot of armor against a Pango, right?
Yeah. This is a rough game.
And even then, you've got that Skywrath Mage. I mean, we saw the Ember Spirit. He died during the, like, Sven was Winter's Curse completely and just died to the ATOS Mystic Flare.
Yeah.
And suddenly net worth a 5k advantage here for the side of 4G. I mean, 9-25. DNM just feels so confident. He died, you know, with the Aegis there once, but he's still 14-0-4.
I mean, they know the items they need. They just don't have any time to complete them. Like being relentless here on before. They did a great job of shutting down the Sand King, and I think it kind of prevented them from.
Smoke up. Line is
Playing
drawn. They're
super
going
quick.
into the triangle. God Strength is back up. DNM, he's got it available. That's an immediate stun onto the Mirana. God Strength gets popped. They get the first. The question is, will they find more kits? He's got a haste rune. They did not see this Medusa jumping into those trees, so she's gonna be all right for now, but line immediately drawn bottom is Valkyrie. He's looking for PP here on the Ember Spirit. And the rest of the team trying to look to join the fight. Mariano might get found here. Oh, the scan's out. They know there's someone there. This would be devastating if Mariano goes down. Unable to get the blink, he's gonna go for the TP, but there's the Burrow Strike. The Aghanim Scepter from that Sand King gives you so much reach. And he goes down once again on this tide.
PP, he knows he needs to get out, but
He doesn't have a remnant.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he needs to get out, but at the same time, he needs this BKB too badly. Like, if you can just get blown up by the Skywrath and the Sand King, Sven isn't forced to change his position all in the fight in order to deal with you, and they lose these team fights. So he ends up going for this tower. A bit of a risky move, but I think they showed themselves in the bottom lane. So finally, the BKB completed. They might be able to take a fight, but they have to do so when God's strength is down. They somehow need to blow up the Omni Knight. And this comes back to the problem that I presented during the draft is, all right, how do you do enough damage to blow up Omni Knight with Ember Spirit? Especially if you've been forced to go defensive items here.
I mean, that is the
It's just
million
not
dollar
going to come out
question,
fast
right?
enough. It just cannot come out fast enough, I feel like. You cannot take this guy down quick.
The Medusa does have the Eye of Scotty going for the Butterfly. I mean, you do definitely want True Strike anytime you're playing this hero. Sven just queuing up a Daedalus. I'm sure he just goes MKB this game eventually. It's not a good Bloodthorn game. You're against Manta style. Like, it gets removed by Kraken Shell. Like, there's going to be BKBs. Like, I think you just go MKB after the Daedalus. He just, once again, walks up onto the high ground, finds Burna. The God Strength, the Burrow Strike comes through, but he tanks an arrow. Mariano turns around with a Ravage. The God Strength doesn't get put to a lot of good use here. Stone Gaze not going to do much as they're just going to continue the chase now. Stormhammer is available, but he's protected by the Invis and the Moonlight Shadow. They don't have the detection. Big Epicenter on the backside, but they managed to catch Pango here on the Omni. Ember Spirit out of mana. And DNM should make quick work of him. What a Burrow Strike into the Stormhammer. Can they finish off the Medusa? The rest of the team surrounds her. She goes down. Valkyrie once again setting up kill after kill. Doesn't even need help. DNM just doing so much damage. Mariano cutting the wave. Nice play by him here, but a TP right away from the Pango and friends. They are not going to let him escape. He didn't blink. He didn't expect it in time, and now DNM with that Stormhammer. That is another dead Tidehunter.
At the very least, he slows them down. They're not able to take down this tier 2 tower just yet. Imagine they'll get that, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to take the tier 3 tower. The creeps sitting pretty low HP to begin with. They'll be able to fortify, I think, and protect it for one more creep wave if they drop the fortify here. They might as well, I think. Right, they don't.
I mean...
But DNM de-aggroed. Never mind. We messed that one up.
Whoa. They just GG out.
Oh. I didn't even see that. It's just over. They didn't want to... They couldn't deal with it anymore. That is absolutely insane. This match ended up being so incredibly one-sided. DNM, I mean, played an amazing game this time around, but I feel like they didn't have answers to jumping this backline. Pengu was able to just spam Heavenly Grace, spam Guardian Angel. They were never able to jump the backline. I mean, maybe he tried in that last team fight. We saw him, but he managed to get the GA off onto like his entire team first. He managed to get off the Heavenly Grace. They can't blow him up before he used the spell. So what's the point of even having that backline jump, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is just all DNM once again, man. If he just able to have like a good start and farm it up, like he just shows time and time again how good he is on this Sven. Like, I feel like you cannot be giving this hero to the Gringos, or at least with a hero like the Omni or the Io to just make it that much stronger. And they take themselves a 2-0 here, man. This is an open qualifier team, right? They came through. I saw this stack show up and I was like, man, this is a good group of players, but they're playing so well, man.
Yeah, especially today, and having to play 2 back-to-back games, an amazing performance to end the 17-0 and 7 on DNM. Pinky had a great performance here on the Omni Knight as well. Giant, he played amazing when he was on Keeper Light. Did pretty good on Skywrath Mage this game as well. Not to take anything away from Valkyrie and Kits, but Giant and Giant and DNM definitely superstars today.
Yeah, I mean they've owned. I mean, that's incredible. Like, I would say a very surprising performance. I think a lot of people probably expected both Hokori as well as Infinity to be the favorites today, and somehow Gringos come out taking 3-1. I mean, that's amazing for them. So congratulations to them. That's a great start to the tournament for them. And we got one more series left on the deck though, so we're not done. 2 of 3 down. We've still got Team versus Black and Yellow. This is going to be a super fun one. I know Neff and I are very excited to watch this. But Neff, any final thoughts before we throw to a quick break?
I guess try not to let this loss get to you too much if you're on the side of Infinity. They had amazing performance in a couple of tournaments prior to this one. I know they do pretty well consistently in tournaments that Chompex hosts. Shout out to that guy. Was it the Exxon League, and what's the other one?
I don't remember.
The Underground.
That's right.
Dota Underground. Yeah, big fan of that. But definitely a little bit underwhelming today. I don't think this is Mariano's fault. It looks like things just kind of fell apart in the draft. I mean, giving up the Omni Knight and Sven to start this one, probably not the best. So something to keep in mind going forward.
Right on. All right, everyone. So stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with our third and final series of the day. It's going to be, again, Team versus Black and Yellow. We'll see you in a little bit.